Hey guys,
Hey guys.
welcome.
Hi.
Go ahead.
So today we've got Laura here. She is Lillee Jean's mom. We're going to be going over a lot of the cyberbullying that her daughter has been.
Laura here. She's Lillee Jean's mom.
Feedback.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We're gonna be, you know how it is, guys. We're work in progress. We are going to be just going over some questions that have been asked and a lot of things that have been critiqued about them that we're just going to reiterate that they've repeated multiple times, but we're going to go over it with Laur live, as well as make a plea to Sara.K, who recently did a video, and Britters will take it from here and give you more information about that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys know or not, but I have Laur on with us. She is the mother of Lillee Jean. Lillee Jean is a aspiring beauty influencer. She's just, starting to get her feet wet, even though she's been doing it for quite some time. She's just really started to get everything off the ground, and there's been a lot of hate circulating from one woman in particular. That woman's name, I'm putting quotes, air quotes right now. That woman's name is, she goes on Twitter by @BFFDEES. She also goes by Diane. She also likes to call herself Veronica, which is from an 80s movie. So basically, Creepshow did a video, Demi did a video, which then incited a bigger creator, Prime Inc., to make a video, which none of them did their research. It was all very hate inspired. It was basically just this horrific vendetta against an 18-year-old aspiring makeup artist, beauty influencer. And so then, there was a ray of hope. The lovely Sara.K. She has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. She's amazing. I find her very likable, and she did a very positive video for Lillee. It was quite kind. It was, she didn't have to do it, but, she did it. And unfortunately, BFFDs just cannot get the taste of Lillee out of her mouth. So this woman has hundreds of sock accounts. Like I would say probably more than that. And, Sara unfortunately was getting a lot of, oh, well, you don't know about this. Did you hear about that? So I feel like it may have swayed her opinion on making a second video. And before she makes that video, Laur just would like to speak to her. If she could reach out, that would be amazing. But in the meantime, we're just going to do this. So, hey, Laur, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking your time with us today.
No, I appreciate that you guys have me here.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, it's no problem. I've been following a lot of this since you guys were on Steve's channel, I believe back in October, Steve McRae's channel.
Yes.
And yeah, so I've been following it a lot, and coming from myself experiencing a lot of cyberbullying, and cyber stalking, I kind of really like see myself in your daughter, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And so I just, I felt the need to reach out to her and reach out to you. And I wasn't expecting you guys to reach out back because, she is busy and she's got a lot of fans. And yeah, I'm very thankful that you guys did reach out to me, because I honestly feel like I've made two amazing friends and two amazing, wonderful people.
You're so sweet.
I don't know. I don't know how you wanted to get this started. Did you want to maybe introduce yourself to everyone? Did you want to maybe introduce yourself to everyone? I'm not sure if everyone that's watching, some of them might know. Hey, Kayla. Some of them might not know who your daughter is, who Lillee Jean is, who Laur is.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want me to
give them a quick. Yeah, you
Yeah.
give them a quick little intro.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm Laur. I manage Lillee. No, I'm not a controlling woman who like has her in a closet and takes her out every 3 seconds to like do content. Lillee has been doing this, believe it or not, since she was 8. There are tons of blogs that she's done over the years that remain on the web, so you can see her progression as she grew. She started with Instagram and she stayed there. She hated YouTube for a really long time, and she was in high school at the time. So I didn't have a problem with that. And really, I never really took this seriously that she was going to make this her life dream. But when she turned 15 and she started getting people who wanted makeup jobs done, I was surprised. I knew she was really good. And then she told me the big thing, no, I really like doing this. But still in school, she hated YouTube. I don't know quite why, but she didn't like it. Maybe too regimented at the time. So she stuck with Instagram, and Instagram, she grew, as you can see. And it was only in May of last year that she started the YouTube up again after she graduated from high school. And she really enjoys it. And she's, I think, quite good at what she's been doing. And so, yeah, that's me. That's her. And we're not wicked and we're not evil. And it's all yours, Britt.
Thanks, Laura. And I don't understand where this, like, I guess I do understand where some of this has come from, but at the same time, what I don't understand is why this woman feels the need to cause this online lynch mob to harass and stalk not only you, but your daughter, who's basically just getting her feet wet and is just, starting to take off with her career, with getting sponsorships and getting sorry, I can't remember the word of what you said that she was getting again.
Oh,
Pardon me,
PR?
guys. Yes, PR. And she was, she was just starting to get some PR. And, it's really sad because for the longest time, from what I know, is, Lillee and Laur was buying a lot of this makeup and everything for Lillee, weren't you, Laur?
Yes, I was. That's very true.
Like, is there anything you wanted to say about in regards to the accusations with the
Well,
PR
yeah,
and
absolutely.
the stick?
First of all, you know that I've spoken to BFFDs in depth to try to end this bullshit. And in talking to her, she seemed like a very reasonable, nice human being, but then flipped within, a couple of hours because it was never her intent to ever stop doing this. She enjoys doing this. She did tell me that in offline chat. This is something she feels like she was born to do, being, a detective on the internet. It's almost like she's living like a really weird fantasy. It's weird. Yes, I bought Lillee the makeup because that's what you do when you're a mommy. You nurture your kid's craft. She comes from a family that are artists. She's good at it. And there was no harm in it. And it grew from there. And Lillee really only started getting real PR in the last 2 years. Before that, we were always purchasing it. So, sorry, BFF fleas, but that's the way it blew.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
If it wasn't happening to us, I would almost think this was. I have to tell you, sometimes I still can't believe this is happening. I think it's a joke.
Yes, and even let me interject really quickly about the PR and the whole even Deaf Noodles, who is another big influencer that recently did a very uninformed video, mentioned something about a TikTok sponsorship. Like, oh, she has a TikTok sponsorship. Like, first of all, is that supposed to be really big? Secondly, I remember on Defango's video, she mentioned it was an influencer.
Yes.
And I have that app. Like, you don't get paid. All you do is take a picture on Instagram and say you like using those TikToks. That's it. And you get a free bottle of TikToks.
By the way, Lillee Lillee discloses everything as per the FTC, probably more than almost all the content creators. She has not been paid by TikTok. It's just she got the product. Of course, we're going to do it because hopefully, TikTok, it'll catch their eye and maybe something will happen one day. But she never said she had a sponsorship. In fact, we have no sponsorships. Thanks, Veronica.
Yeah, see, and that it's just so gross, and it's honestly sad that a woman has this much hate in her heart to crush and destroy Lillee's dreams, basically. Like
Yep.
it honestly makes my stomach turn. And if it's okay with you, Laur, I was wondering if I'd be able to ask you, like when did all this drama really start?
Well, okay. First of all, Lillee started getting bullied, believe it or not, from Reddit back in 2017. And I was able to get that to stop. It was a group of men, actually, that were pedophiles from DeviantArt. And I was able to finally get it to stop, not because Reddit took them down, but because IMGUR took the photos down off of Google, and that stopped it. Then the post still remains up on Reddit. Then last year, around July, no, it was July 4th, I'll never forget it. A fan of Lillee said, "Hey, there's a Reddit post on you." And we were like, "What?" And it started up again. These women picked up this, old post from Reddit, and they started picking on my daughter again. And out of nowhere came this BFFDs. She came in, like, I think a month later into it, and she's never left since. And I've shown you guys all the fake accounts, and some of them of which her profile admitted to, and it's very crazy. I can't get rid of her, so I'm going to have to get rid of her legally once my lawyer gets the subpoenas back, I guess, from Twitter and everything. We're working with the FBI because of getting hacked on the bank, and we're working with the police because we were threatened with bloody pictures, with videos of decapitation, with "we're going to stab
Oh
you."
my God.
Unfortunately, it's a chain effect because the kids hear this and then they write DMs to Lillee telling her that when you're in New York City, I'm in New York, I'm going to find you and I'm going to stab you. Now, in New York, I don't know if you
Oh
guys
my
know, but
God.
just recently, a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old are in jail for stabbing a woman in the park to death because they wanted her cell phone. So this is reality that could happen, God forbid.
Oh yeah, no, God forbid, of course. Like, oh, it's it's honestly horrifying because like any normal rational person, obviously BFFDs, aka Diane, is not one of these normal rational people. Um, but any normal rational person would know, this is like, even though she's, newly 18, going to be 19, whatever, Lillee is somebody's daughter. She's somebody's granddaughter. She's a person. And when you're starting all these horrific hate things, like, and unfortunately, these children that watch Crime Inc., that watch Creep Show, that, they're, like you said, in the age bracket of probably 13 to 16-year-olds, and they're very impressionable. And they all basically act like sheep. I know this because when I was 16, I was all over saying the meanest things to people in comments and on the internet. And,
Yeah.
you don't think twice about it. You don't realize that's a person behind that computer. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You guys have no idea how much
it's,
I've tried to stop this, by the way, because I don't want anybody hurt, including this BFFDs. And she's gotten me to the point
yeah,
I can't stop it now for her. Even if I wanted
yeah.
to, I couldn't. But Lillee even said to me now, "Mom, don't stop it because she's done nothing but make me cry." So you know what? I'm not going to stop it. And I can't anyway because
Yep,
it's a federal and state issue.
yep. Yeah, once you get that truck rolling with federal, and with it being federal now, like, even if you wanted to stop it, you couldn't,
Oh, all her and her friends
I
think that it's
believe.
funny, by the way. They think it's not real. So when she gets, a subpoena to come to court, then she'll know it's real. That's all. Subpoenas take 3 to 4 months, by the way. I got to find out who she is first.
Yeah, and in this day and age, it isn't hard. And
Nope.
from what I've seen with the people BFFDs is allying herself with, these are the same people that at one point were very close and very in the good with Steve McRae and everyone else, and then they flipped on him. They started this online crusade with him, and unfortunately, not BFFDs, but the people BFFDs has aligned herself with, they have now put Lillee in their crosshairs just to it's basically a fuck you to Steve, unfortunately. And
Yeah, I don't
it's
get
just
it.
sick because all he was
Like
doing was try to open the community's eyes as to what this BFFD's, this horrific woman and this bullying against your daughter was happening, and it was sick, and he was trying to do the right thing. Go ahead, MC.
He's been a very dear friend. Chesh also helped out Cheshire. She's done immense, documentation on this, and of course, they say, oh, it's not real what she's done, but Chesh did a whole analysis for them, and it wasn't good enough. Nothing's ever good enough for them, so nothing's ever going to be good enough. So I've had enough already. Enough is enough.
Yes, Chush is correct. And this is what I've been saying. It's the merging of two separate bully groups. This started with BFFDs 2 years ago on Reddit and, Loghouse and those websites, and it merged into social media. And now it's being reemerged since Steve picked up the story back in October and did an interview with Lillee. Now it's the bullying that have been coming for Steve for all these months.
Yeah.
Coming, and they're all combining and conjoining and becoming
I
one.
gotta tell you, I don't get Demi, because honestly, Demi we were friends with, and Demi was really cool. She stood up for Lillee, and she told him to leave her alone. And then Demi wanted us to bad talk Steve, and we said no, because Steve and Chesh are our friends, and we're not going to do that. And Demi didn't like that, and so she aligns herself with BFFDs, which, in my opinion, at some point, Demi's going to be thrown off the island.
Yes, it happened to Britters. Britters was Unirock's #1 source. And
there you go.
Once he wrung her out like a rag, he threw her away.
Yep.
And made up some horrid story about her, which started with Demi twisting something from someone in our community and causing a whole lot of shit that's been going on for months that we just finally cracked the code on.
Wow.
So I'll digress. I'll not go into that. But what I was going to also say is I was going to reply to a couple of these troll comments just to better explain a few things. So one of them was that, let me go up here. So one was, why did Sarah take her video down? I did just notice that, first and foremost. When I was going to link Sarah's original video, and it's not up anymore.
Probably because of all the hate they're giving her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She could have just turned the comments off. But yeah.
I don't understand why she would do that, because she's got 1 million followers, so you would think you take the good with the bad.
Yep. And she already got it's already been out there.
So unfortunately, what I do feel like, because Laur, you and Amesy know what happened to my Twitter today.
Yes.
And I've gotten a few suspensions on Twitter. Like, I've gotten a 3-day, a 7-day, a 24-hour, and I always, the minute I go into my app, it'll pop up. This is the one and only time it didn't pop up, and literally my Twitter went off the map. Wow. And it was over a comment that I made 3 weeks ago. And I basically called Demi a drama whore. I didn't spell the whole word whore. I put a little star. And that's what got my Twitter, which I've had since 2014, wiped off the map.
How is that even possible?
These people are going to such lengths to cancel Lillee that Sarah's now getting caught in the crosshair, when really,
I see.
Unfortunately, Sarah, I really wish you would just stick to your guns on this, because I'm sure exactly what Lily's going through. You know, you said you've seen a lot of yourself in there. You've seen, you know, you've watched Lily's videos. You said in your video, you know, if you take just 5 minutes, you will fall in love with this girl's personality. And honestly, every word you said is true, because that's
I'm a
exactly how I
monster
felt
mom.
with the first
Thanks,
video.
Rachel. I'm a monster
Oh,
mom. By
don't
the way.
even ignore the chat. Ignore it,
That might be
guys.
Veronica,
Ignore
by the
it.
way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
honestly, ignore the chat. Chesh, I know you, and I know I just modded you, but can you guys, anyone who is going to be coming in here to troll and try to throw off this interview, I would like muted and gone. I'm not going to put up with it. I do not put up with cancel culture, and it is disgusting. And just go get a life. But anyways, Laur, I was wondering, you know, after all the 2017, 2016
Yeah.
drama, what happened after that,
My
if you could
mic's still going.
explain?
After that, everything was quiet, and Lillee kept doing her content. And then in July of last year, boom, July 4th. Oh my gosh, it just started. The whole nightmare. It was horrible. You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here. So
Oh,
in
sorry,
July, what did
I
it
was
start back
muted.
up with? First thing, like, did
Okay.
it just start back up with BFDDs, or like how long did it stop actually? From when it started in 2016, was there ever a time?
When it started, it was literally I think like 3 or 4 months, and then IMGUR was awesome, and they got them the photos taken down, and literally overnight it stopped. Um,
Okay.
this obviously you guys know it just won't stop.
And then it
Well,
just came back
no,
this
yeah,
July. Wow.
Yeah, and we can't get
yeah,
her to stop. She just keeps going, man.
That's
yeah,
weird.
and
Like just silently
in
stalking you for 2 years
July,
or a year and a half.
yeah, in July, did it start? Was it on Twitter, or was it Reddit, or where
It,
was it that this just suddenly popped up
it
again?
started on Reddit.
Or
It started on Reddit, and then it progressed. Okay,
mm-hmm,
it started on Reddit, and then all of a sudden, this kid that owns a black website, Joshua Moon, started
mm-hmm,
trolling Lillee and causing a lot of problems. He's a very bad guy. Okay, he's a
mm-hmm,
black website, and he needs to be taken down. 3 women have committed
yeah.
suicide because of his website, and then from there, all
Oh,
of a sudden, there was BFFTs. And I'm told, I don't know if
mm-hmm,
this is true, I'm told that she's part of his website, which I would believe.
yeah. And is I was, you know, obviously BFFDs is stalking you guys. You know, this is a fact. This has been proven. Um, do you have any idea why these people are stalking you, and or
Okay.
why you have
This
these stalkers?
okay. From what I understand from the Reddit, they think that Lillee does not deserve PR to do her content. They think she sucks. They think she's
Mm-hmm.
horrible. They think she's ugly. They think her teeth are horrible. I could give you a whole list.
Ugh.
Um, that progressed to I don't know, hating me. Just because I told them to leave her alone and fucking come for me. And I stand by that, okay? I stand by that statement to this day.
Yeah, no, of course. And honestly, like I don't think me or Amesy would blame you for that. You know, you're her mother. You're from the minute she was growing in your belly to the minute she came out, you know, you were put on this earth to protect her.
Yep.
And that's what any mother, any good mother should be doing. Like I know if someone was doing this to my daughter, or if someone was doing this to Amesie's son, like I know both her and I would be probably a heck of a lot worse than what you've been doing. Like honestly, you haven't, from what I've seen, like I haven't seen any bullying on your side.
No,
I've seen a lot of
I've tried to keep it really professional and calm, and still they go, "Oh, you shouldn't be her manager because you're not good." Really? I'm sorry, but I would want a manager who fights for my daughter anyway. My daughter asked me to be her manager based on my corporate background of legal and accounting.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm being very, very calm. I got to be honest with you. This is
Mm-hmm.
not me. Me is not like this. Me is a hell of a lot worse. But I'm being calm because it's Lillee's image and it's important to me. And yet I'm told I'm not professional and calm. I don't get it. I think I am.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like with this BFFDs, Diane, woman, whichever you have it, I feel like at this point, like she has such I'm gonna use Cheshire's word here, so I hope you're okay with it. She has such a hate boner for the two of you now that you know you you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't at this point.
I
Sorry,
can't
Demi.
do anything.
I'm booting you. Sorry, Laura. I'm booting you, Demi, because you made up some horrific rumors about
Hi, bathrobe
my
Mary.
miscarriages and bathrobe nasty loser. Like you can go bye bye.
You can be a
Anyway,
silent
sorry,
killer.
Laura.
Skynet
Yeah, you
is
can be a
part.
silent
Wait,
killer
wait,
now.
Skynet is part of BFF. Tori, I am very angry
Okay.
at you because as somebody who professed to be my friend while you fed BFFDs our conversation, I just don't understand you. You seem like a decent girl and you came from a different side. She's part of BFFD
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah. I was sorry. That's what I mean. Like I don't want these people like honestly, I should have taken my own advice there, but
Don't worry about it.
Laura, you and Ainsley, you guys both know what Anti Ordinary did and made up horrific rumors regarding my children and my miscarriages, and I
Yep.
just do not want that poor, sad excuse for a woman in my chat.
I don't
Anyways,
blame you. That's horrible. I
I
can't.
was gonna
It just
ask, is there any way that you could explain to everyone what the big issue that BFFDs has with the disparity between YouTube and Instagram?
Okay. She seems to think that Lillee bought all her followers. Okay. Now, you and I both know you cannot get verified on Instagram if you bought all your followers. They vet you before they give you that
Yep.
badge. Okay. That is the bottom line. Instagram is one of the most strictest platforms to get verified on. And we didn't ask to get
Yep.
verified. One day we woke up and there was the badge. Lucky us. Okay. And that is because BuzzFeed wrote articles on Lillee that are infactual, by the way. There
Mm-hmm.
are articles all over the internet on Lillee, and that is why she got verified. The followers are her followers. I'm sorry. Now, the disparity, it's very simple. She always was on Instagram. She just migrated to YouTube back last May, and she's been building her channel organically since, and she's been growing at a really nice pace. So, yeah, there's going to be a huge disparity. And by the way, her man Prim has a major disparity, and so does Creepshow.
Oh yeah.
So don't give me
Yeah. I
shit
looked into
about
there as
disparities.
well. Yeah. I was looking into that as well. And you know what? There was something I was gonna say. It was in my head, and now it's just pew gone like squirrel. Anyway, sorry.
Don't worry about
But
it.
I was gonna say like their theory on her buying followers kind of you think it would fall apart when if she was really buying all these followers on Instagram, don't you people think she would have bought them all on YouTube too?
Yeah. Not only that, they would have dropped off
Like,
Instagram, by the way.
oh yeah, even on YouTube, when you buy followers, and Amesy can speak on this because she knows more than I do. They do drop off at one point. Hey, Ames.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I don't know where she went.
I'm here.
She
I'm here.
might.
I was just typing, so
Oh,
I had
okay,
muted. But
okay,
yes,
go ahead.
even though that assumes that I like Amy buys her followers, so she'll know. No, yes, if you buy them, they fall off. So yes, when
They
I first
fall
started
off,
out,
and you know what?
I did.
Enough is enough with this bullshit. Let me ask you something. why does this affect BFFDs anyway? Why is it her fucking business?
Yeah, I
know,
know,
like,
right?
I'm just curious.
It's really, yeah.
Does this hurt
Like
her?
honestly, like right?
right. Like I said, with my questioning, like the drama I had when I was being questioned, like we were saying earlier, it was creator to creator. It made sense. Like it wasn't out of blue,
Yeah,
this random person being like, you bought
Yeah.
subs. Like it's because
exactly.
I threw that shit out there myself. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just like, it's not the same. And yeah, like,
You know
why is
what?
it her business?
You know what I
And
feel
she's
like, Laur?
jelly.
I honestly feel like this, like BFFD's obsession with your daughter in regards to her even taking her infant photos. I feel like it's almost a predatory type of behavior, like a
So do I.
predatory type of obsession.
Yes.
I don't
By
know
the
if you
way,
ever felt like that, but I really feel like that.
they thought it was
I
very
do.
funny, and they don't understand why I got so upset that she stole my daughter's infant photo, put blood on it, and then tried to sell it on Society 6. They even tried to say
Ugh.
that it's their right to do it. Well, guess what? You don't own my face. You cannot sell my fucking face. Okay? That's it. And that's
Ugh.
what she did. And they think it's funny.
Yeah, that's how you
Ugh.
can tell
And
that
it's
they're clearly
not.
like confused, because no, unless it's a public photo that's completely copyright free, like you can't just go to Google Images and just use any old photo. Like you have to cite it, you have to give it credit. You can't, otherwise you could be sued. Like,
Society 6 took them down within 24 hours. Teespring took them down within 24 hours and banned them for life, their IP addresses. So what does that tell you?
Good.
Okay?
Yeah.
But yet,
It's,
but
yeah.
yet she thinks this is acceptable.
Ugh.
Because some people actually have talent
Yeah.
and deserve more recognition. Well, then they should work as hard as Lillee, because Lillee is sleeping because she worked 18 fucking hours last night.
that's ridiculous, Lauren.
You,
Like, to be
you know
honest,
what
I am 35
Lauren?
years old.
Yeah.
I've worked in
Yeah.
makeup. I worked behind beauty counters. I did contouring before contouring was a thing. Um, and Lillee teaches me things. Okay. Like I've
Aww.
never used my foundation brush to put on blush and it works amazing. Okay. So like she knows a thing or two, and she definitely, like she even said on Defango's interview, like she doesn't do things by script.
Oh
Everything I do by
yeah.
script, and I'm just sitting here talking. like and I have an outline.
Oh
So
I
yeah.
think
that's
Lily is very,
talent.
very
Honestly,
good at what she does. I mean, I don't know if I'm biased, but honestly, I think that she does an amazing job, and I think she's very informative. And what I'm finding out from some of the comments is people are saying she's very calming when they listen to her. They like it.
And then also,
she is
sorry, go ahead.
honestly, she's honest. No, it's okay. She is honestly a sweetheart. And she has honestly no offense. Actually, you know what? Screw the no offense at this point. Like, as soon as you mentioned them putting blood on her photo as an infant, like
Mine
they
too.
lose, you know, Cheshire just said, it's not just BFFDs, she's not the only one who thinks this is acceptable. Anyone who supports them and their group thinks it's acceptable, like Demi and The Ordinary. She must think it's okay. Well, she has no mind bashing someone's miscarriages, so why wouldn't she have no mind bashing an 18-year-old girl who's just getting her feet wet with her career? And like this girl works hard every day. She has been doing this since she was what, Laura, like 10 years old?
Yeah, at 8 she
Did you
started doing
say?
stop motion, and then by 10 my makeup started disappearing. And she was doing makeup blogs without me
Yep.
knowing it.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, it's just why fill your heart with so much hate for this girl? Like, just forget about her. If you don't like her, you don't like her, mom. Don't watch her content. Do
Exactly.
not try and cancel this girl's career before it even gets off the ground. Like, you people are acting like this girl makes millions and millions of dollars and you're jealous of it. And you know what? She's just getting started. And sorry,
Dude,
we
we have
actually
not
kind of
made,
touched on this a little bit.
she has not
We
made
did kind of touch on
anything.
this. Yeah. Yeah, we
She
did
hasn't
touch
even
on
made
that. You
six
were
hundred
saying
bucks.
there was,
Jesus Christ! I mean, you know,
yeah,
she's trying. Why is she doing this?
yeah.
Because she believes that she can make a career out of it. But we know it's not going to be
And she loves
overnight.
to do it.
She loves to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And another
You
thing
can
is that
go
the
ahead.
person who said that she doesn't have talent to them too. Um,
Oh, you could
most
tell Damn
female.
It P. Wait a second. You could tell Damn It P that they were taken down
Mhm.
by Society 6. I mean, if they look on Twitter, they'll see me having discussion asking them to please take it down. It was Umancer that actually put it up for D's. And I asked him or her or whatever it is to please take it down. And they refused. They said, don't mess with my art. So it might be on their stream, the photos.
Awesome.
Is it okay if we kind of jump ahead for a quick second and discuss the brands they lost? We were going to get there, Tired Lady. It's just I have the that's why I'm trying to ignore the chat. I'm not trying to be rude to people in the chat, but we do have this kind of thought out, and we've been
Hey,
preparing for this. So yeah. Oh no issue, Tired Lady. I was just letting you know, but since she asked, I would like to touch on that for a quick sec if we can, Laura.
okay, no, you're in charge. Go ahead.
No, give her.
The brands and the PR deals, like I think the
Yeah,
next point would be like, how has this affected all of that? Like we've touched on it, but how exactly has it affected it?
It's affected us this way. First of all, there have been companies that have dropped us, okay, because Dee's and her group have DM'd them nonstop. They have emailed them nonstop. They have called nonstop, and they've told them that Lillee's racist and transphobic, which is not true. But when you call a company and you harass them 4,000 times, which apparently she has time to do, it's not that they believe it, it's that they don't want to be bothered. You're annoying them. So therefore, Lillee's a problem to be taken out of line. There's other content creators they can work with, and that's what they've done. It's affected Lillee by defaming her name. Okay. Now Lillee's associated with drama. She's associated with being a racist, a transphobic person, which is simply not true. So we've got defamation. We've got loss of wages that could possibly have been there. We have loss of PR to do content with. Yeah, it's affected her emotionally, by the way, because she's afraid somebody's going to stab her at an event. She has nightmares. Okay. My daughter hasn't had nightmares since she was, a little kid. Now she has nightmares again at 18, going on 19.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, since you touched on the racism and the blatant lies of that.
I can't hear you, Brett.
Oh,
Uno momento.
go ahead. So sorry, I'm outside for a quick second. So Anzi, did you want to take it from here for a sec for me?
Yes. So speaking of just a quick disclaimer to everyone. We're now going to go into questions that might be a little triggering for some people. So it's going to touch on things such as racism, homophobia, and things like that, and as well as just try to debunk some of that stuff. So first and foremost, just straight up, are you racist or a homophobe?
No.
And where did the idea come from?
Am I racist or homophobe? Never in my lifetime would I even think of hurting anybody in any way. And I stand on that statement for Lil too. Oh my God. Where did it come from? We did two podcasts. One, I think Lillee was talking about two things: African American women embracing their natural hair. Okay, which obviously, apparently to them, you're not allowed to talk about that unless you're African American. I never heard of that before, but yeah, that makes us racist. They also tried to pin an account on us that actually we believe D's created, called Shaniqua, that we didn't know was D's at the time. And had we realized that Lillee would start growing, I got to be honest with you, you grow as you learn how to be, better at what you do.
Mhm.
I never realized you had to be so careful. We were messing around with a few people online, just chit chatting, and you joke around, and people think you know each other, but you don't. You're like, oh yeah, I saw you at a party. But Lillee wasn't as well known at the time. We didn't know Shaniqua was probably Dee's. I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say 100, but it is not Lillee. And they're trying to say that account is us. I'm sorry, but the only person with fake accounts is Dee's. Anyways, I digress. Let me get back to the podcast. On the podcast, Lillee also talked about African American people using their braids on the plantations as maps. It's actually brilliant, and it's actually a historical fact. And that made us racist also, because we're not supposed to talk about African American people, apparently.
It is a historical fact. It is.
Oh, no. According to her, even when we showed articles supporting this, we were lying.
Well, there's
a word. This on Twitter. It's a whole thing on Twitter. You could look it up. It's ridiculous. The transphobia, I could also tell you in about 2 seconds. Lillee has it on her Twitter account, their actual tweet. Okay, they cut the tweet off. On an account that's fake, Lillee called it an it. Okay? Immediately she's transphobic. Okay, to an account that is fake. Now, she also called the content creator that was part of the first original hubbub of this an it. Okay? Now, mind you, the content creator is not transgender. She is African American, and she identifies as being gay. Okay? Lillee called her an it. You know why Lillee called her an it? Because she doesn't exist to Lillee because she's nasty and she's mean. It's not because she's a lesbian. It's not because she's African American. It is because she's a mean individual. That's why you're an it. Okay? But again, we're transphobic. We're gayophobic. I'm soapophobic. I'm deskophobic. Everything's phobic. Well, no, that doesn't exist. Sorry.
And unfortunately, in this day and age, transphobic has unfortunately just become a buzzword to use against people when they do not agree with said person. There's a really amazing content creator. Her name is Blair White, and she doesn't always agree with a lot of the transgender community. And because she doesn't agree with all their beliefs and everything they believe, they say Blair White, a transgender woman, is a transphobe. It just shows, that these people, this BFFDs, all these fake accounts have nothing better to do than try to destroy an 18-year-old girl. And honestly, when I was Lillee's age, you guys need to remember this girl is 18 years old and, she hasn't had the experience in the world yet. I'm not saying anything's an excuse, but from what I had happen to my Twitter today, it's not very hard for me to make a fake account and pretend to be somebody else. It really isn't. And Bazura, if you were listening with your ears, she did not call that person in the LGBTQ community an it.
That's
because
correct.
They were in the community. She called said person an it because in Lillee's mind, she was being a nasty person.
Correct.
Who was just trolling her. And I'm sorry, but anyone who trolls someone, I'm going to call them an it. Right now, I will refer to you as an it because I do not know who you are. I don't know what's behind the computer. For all I know, you could be a bot. Like, you just don't know. You don't know who's behind a computer.
Stop weaponizing the community, okay? That's not fair to the community. People are people, okay? And it doesn't matter what your sexual connotation is or your color. You could be a piece of shit, whether you're, black, white, yellow, pink, into women, into men, transgender. Give me a fucking break, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
I'm tired of defending something that doesn't exist.
So
go ahead, Ames.
All right. So the next questions that I have, it's kind of more or less. So we touched on Shaniqua a little bit, but as far as Shaniqua, there's a few other accounts. So there's Shaniqua, there's Roma and James D. Are these your accounts?
Roma and James, behind them? No, they're not our accounts. Roma is somebody also we don't know. She's some kid that like Shaniqua just chit chatting. Listen, Lillee doesn't know half the people we talk to online. Okay,
Right.
we don't know them personally, but we talk to them. We kibitz with them, as we say in Jewish, which means joking around. James is Lily's best friend. Okay, he is not an older man, by the way. They made it into like he's a pedophile. It's disgusting. They've parodied him. They've bullied him. They've taken away social media so he can't enjoy it anymore. And obviously, James D is not his real name. And no, I'm not telling anybody his real name because, as is, his partner and him have been harassed to the point where it's disgusting.
Oh, there we go. Yes, and me and Britters, I mean, we just started, the last couple of weeks, really like digging into the comments that Lillee receives, and it just took us because we've handled our own, like I said, we wear our hate like armor,
Yeah.
and we've gotten a lot of it, but we had no idea what we were getting into reading the comments that Lillee has gotten. It was sickening, and it was never ending. Like we couldn't even reply to half of them, and
Oh,
as soon as we started replying to them, our names instantly were named on a list of fake accounts that run by you and Lillee. And we're like, did you even click on the channel? We have actual content. Like, what?
it's unbelievable. So
They
the hate is still coming in, by the way. Did you see this?
see which.
The hate comments, they're horrible.
Yeah, so one
Oh
of them.
Nobody deserves hate
It's
like
okay.
this.
No, they don't. And they're honestly, like, at this point, I feel like this BFFDs and these people just want attention. They want their egos stroked. She has a sick obsession with an 18-year-old girl and has had it since she was under the age of 18, I might add, which is why I am going to say she has predatory tendencies, in my opinion, allegedly, in my opinion. And it's sick. It's sick and it's wrong. And no matter if there was her infant picture was online somewhere, no matter if it was on the internet, the point is you do not put blood and say you want this child stabbed over her photo and Laura's photo. Like, it's honestly just wrong at this point, and it makes me sick, absolutely sick to my stomach. And what Amesy was saying when the minute we started defending Lillee in the comment sections, there was actually a video made that has me, my face, my channel name, well, my old channel name, I just renamed it, my old channel name as one of Lily's accounts. And I look like garbage right now, which is why I have my camera off. I have two young boys, and we were playing dinosaurs most of the day. But hi, I'm Britters. I'm not Lillee. This is my channel, and I'm here for Laur. Oh, Laur. I'm here for Ames, and that's all I gotta say about that. Go ahead.
That's so cute. Oh my God.
Yep. And if Sara.K does see this by any chance, because her name is tagged in the title, I do hope that she reconsiders putting up her video back up, because she made very good points from a very unbiased perspective. I myself
she
even
seems
had
very
already spoken
sweet.
to Laura and Lillee before even touching on the subject, and I don't believe she ever spoke to you. Did she, or did she
Nope.
speak?
I
Yeah,
didn't even know she made the video until somebody told me.
yeah, it was a very in the center, like, you shouldn't do this to people, like just the general idea that normal would make. And then once, I mean, I've heard all the hate, and it makes you like, oh wow, that's a lot. But a normal person is like, wow, that's a lot. Like, it's like too much to be just
I'm
you and your
sad that
daughter.
they got to her because nobody should feel like that, and I think that that's just mean, honestly. She
Yes.
didn't do
It's
anything
mean,
wrong
and
but have an opinion, and that's not right. Seems they take
no,
everybody's
it
voice
isn't.
away.
They do. Like, honestly, in this day and age, cancel culture is, it's real and it's disgusting because, you know, and I'm sure Demi's supporters are gonna go, oh well, her Twitter was shut down and this, that, and the third. Well, I'm sorry, but the reason Demi's Twitter was shut down is because she was basically being an online stalker to Steve. It's like Demi in the situation with Steve is like BFFDs to your daughter.
Yeah.
These people just cannot move on with their lives. I don't understand what makes a person so hateful. What, like, there's having an opinion and touching on something, and then there's just beating a goddamn dead horse into the ground that it's fertilizer.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Like,
I'm gonna use that.
ugh.
Stealing that from you.
Go ahead. It's all
Oh,
good.
I can't wait
And
for
honestly,
Brian's video on Laur exploiting Lillee. You do realize that Lillee Jean is 18, right?
Yes.
right?
Yes. 18 years old, freshly
I'm
18.
exploiting her, but
And
we make no money. Wow, what a big exploitation.
also,
Schmuck.
right? Also,
Goddamn
also
schmuck.
Watson fan. What is wrong with a mother? What is wrong with a mother nurturing their daughter's talents and desires to become something in life? That is the point of being a mother. My son is 4 years old right now, and he looks at me and says, "Mommy, I want to be a dinosaur." You know what? I'm going to get on all fours and I'm going to be a dinosaur too, because if he wants to be a goddamn dinosaur, he's going to be the best dinosaur there is.
Oh yeah.
So cute.
Like,
Watson fan, by the way, is one of them that made some really nasty comments on YouTube.
oh, of course, most of these people are, unfortunately, they're all merged into the same
I know.
hate jerk off circle.
Yep.
Like, they're honestly, like, pardon for my language, but it's if this wasn't like hurting your daughter so much, it would almost be comical,
Oh, I said that to
because
Lillee
it is
too.
just so
I don't
sad.
believe it.
And you know, like, if I have any advice, like, I know Lily's busy and she's sleeping, and you know, I'm not knocking her for that. You know, she does need sleep, but like, if she was here right now, I would honestly tell her, you know, you're 18, you know, this is just a bump in the road of a very long and happy career for her. I honestly have said from the beginning that 10 years from now, when Lillee is like going for the stars and doing amazing, these people, this BFFDs, will be nobody. Demi, her channel will probably be wiped off the map by that point. You know, these people are just a bunch of sad, pathetic stalkers who need to move on with their lives and leave this poor girl alone.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
don't
I'm
get
gonna
it.
say what Sarah said. Sarah said in her video, "Leave Britney alone," like Britney Spears. Friggin' goddamn, leave Lillee alone too. I'm gonna quote her. Like, it's enough. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Laura. Sorry.
you see, the problem is we can't. In other words, there's no stopping this woman. She even said when she did her video, she's done, but she's not done, is she? Because she just keeps going. So when is she
No,
done? She's
no,
done when she's got to go to court with me. Does that make any sense to you guys?
No,
you
not at
know,
all.
it
She heard
doesn't.
you were coming on a channel with under 500 subscribers, and she had to go on
By the
any
way,
other
guys,
channel.
just real quick, if you guys go on Facebook and go to Fashion Haunts, you'll see a video Lillee did in January when she did the modeling for them. And by the way, yes, she was paid. I didn't pay Fashion Haunts. And unfortunately, you'll see Lillee start crying because, they asked her about the bullying and she just, it gets to you.
Oh, of course. Like, honestly, like AMC said, like, me and her haven't
Yes.
had half, not even a drop of salt of what your daughter's going through, but it honestly, this type of harassment gets to a person. It really messes with your mentality. And I'm 30 years old. I could not imagine dealing with this since I was 15, 16 years old. Like, this kind of harassment literally causes people to end their lives. My cousin, Amanda Todd, she committed suicide when she was not even 16
Wow.
in Vancouver, BC. This was years ago, back in 2011, I believe. And she was she showed her breasts when she was 13 to an online person who she thought was her boyfriend. It was some guy in the Netherlands.
Oh my God.
And he went and stalked her, that she had to switch schools over 10 times. It would not end. People were telling her to drink bleach. She actually drank bleach once
Oh,
before she actually hung herself and actually was able to successfully, unfortunately, end her life. And this girl, like, she was such an amazing girl. And honestly, like, you people need to realize that these are people's lives. It's not a joke. It's not like, what is wrong with some of you? I'm sorry. Sorry to go off on a
they've
tangent
told
like this,
Lillee to
but
kill herself. They've told her to drink bleach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have the DMs.
yeah.
You can't fucking hide them.
And like, I know it's probably really easy for me to say, well, Laur, why don't you just tell her to stop looking at them? Tell her, unfortunately, that's just not how it works. When
No.
the type of work that Lily's trying to do is she wants to build a fan base where she can actually interact with her fans. She's a very bubbly, amazing girl. And you can tell she wants to be able to interact with each and every one of her fans to at least make their days happy, make them smile, like, and it's just wrong that you're destroying this girl.
Yep.
Sorry, my cat and my dog were going at it. I had to put him outside.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I know we've kind of touched on a lot of the questions. I was wondering, Laura,
Yeah.
Amzy, is there anything else you wanna add, or Amzy, is there anything else you wanted to touch on that I'm forgetting?
No, I mean, I've told you guys how this is going to end up, and I'm never wrong. It's going to end up in court. It didn't have to end up in court. She seems to think she's invisible, but nobody's invisible for that long. I mean, seriously, all it takes is for us to get the IP. You can't mask the IP because Twitter has it, and we'll have who she is. It don't matter, okay? So one way or the other, it's going to end up in a court of law, and it didn't have to.
Oh,
Right, like our
Laura,
lady said.
I seen. Yeah, I was gonna say that. You go, Ames. Give
Oh,
her. You're on
like
it.
how have like this has also affected like your personal employment, not just Lillee Jean, but you as
Oh
well.
yeah, oh yeah. They've totally fucked me up, and I'm not happy about it. Like, in 18 years of business, I got a couple of bad reviews. Oh wow. What a shock. Do you think that no business has gotten a bad review? Then you're like living in a fucking dream world. I got 2 bad reviews. That makes me a scammer. Okay? Number one. Number two, they took over my RVTO1 account on Twitter because I'm an idiot. And for 5 minutes, I was literally changing things around. And I don't know how she follows us. Like within 5 minutes, she had my name. And now she's RVTO1. They were texting prop masters I work with. And the prop masters were like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I was like, "What?" Okay. So I've lost jobs because of these people. Just defaming my name after 18 years is not even funny to me. There's a lot going into this. I'm just not happy about this whole thing because it goes beyond being childish now. It's very personal. Talking about my husband has been anonymous on the internet forever because he doesn't like the internet. All of a sudden, they're using his name. The man is disabled. Lily's dad had emergency spinal fusion. I had to go bankrupt to pay for his surgery. She put online my bankruptcy papers. Now, she must have paid for them because even though it's public record, you have to pay to get the entire record. And
Yeah.
yet she put it online, and yet I'm doxing her? I don't think so.
Wow. That's beyond too far.
No, Classy. Dr. Phil, I don't need because I contacted them when my sister was murdered and they were very odd. And so I don't think that I would ever use Phil McGraw to do anything for me.
Yeah,
what about
it's all
what's I'm
TV
trying to
and
think. Steve Wilkos. You need
I
Steve
actually have a
Wilkos.
number of friends, obviously, in the entertainment business, including a couple of news reporters that have been covering my sister's story forever. And so I'm probably going to set up a couple of news interviews, actual news on the news interviews, to get cyberbullying out there, actually. It's really not about Lillee. It's more about what's going on with cyberbullying.
right.
I don't think Ellen
Yeah, like
DeGeneres Chesh would take this. Ellen is way big time for us. She wouldn't look at us.
yeah, and it's not even about like that. It's just about like, I feel like the lengths this BFFDs, sorry, I'm going to steal your word, BFF fleas is willing to go to to basically like bury your daughter is sickening. And I feel like at this point, like if people don't start standing up and speaking on it, it's only a matter of time before like this can happen to any creator. Like look at a lot of the stuff that went on with Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and who am I forgetting? Names.
James
There's a couple
Charles.
other creators.
You know,
James Charles,
I
like
want to point something out to you guys. When my sister died years ago, I knew within 8 hours of her death that her murderer was my brother-in-law. Because if you listen to what people say, you get the context clues. He said she was executed. Only a murderer would say that because they relish what they've done.
Right.
BFFDs uses context clues to let me know things that she's done. It's the same thing. She's like a serial murderer herself. So, to be quite honest with you,
Yes.
this isn't going to end well. And it's not on Lily's side, it's not going to end well. Okay. It's going to end legally and it's going to hurt her. Okay. And I don't know why she brought it this far for herself. I think she can't stop now. I think she's so compulsive into this, she can't stop. A few people who was involved in the drama to begin with and helped her wrote me and apologized. And they said, once you get sucked into this, you don't realize until you start pulling yourself out how addictive it is.
Laur, is it okay if I ask you a question from
You can ask me anything.
one of the subs? Kiki was just saying that she saw somewhere where a court would do mediation and come up with agreement for it to stop.
You
Is
got
there
to get
anything
home
like that?
first.
I know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, sorry, I forgot about that. Kiki,
You got to
yeah,
know who
she
she is first, Kiki.
unfortunately,
But you know
yeah,
what? I know you
and
guys are maybe going to think this is mean, but at this point, I don't feel like she deserves mercy. I don't think a
and you're
mediation
entitled to
is
feel that.
deserved
You
of
are.
her. I don't even want an apology anymore.
No, I
I worked
agree.
on 9 months of trying to goodwill with her 24 fucking hours a day. I no longer want to give her mercy. And I can't believe I'm saying that because Lillee can tell you I'm the biggest mushbag on earth, believe it or not. I have more compassion
Oh
than
yeah.
anybody around. I'm a sucker. But now I don't feel that way anymore.
Well, yeah, and sometimes you just have to like enough is enough. And this has been with BFFDs. This has been going on since what 2017,
Well, I can't say
2016.
for
Is that what
certain
you
that
said?
she was part of that, so I don't want to accuse her of something that she didn't do in 2017. But this has been
Yeah.
going
No.
on since
True.
July 4th, 2019, for sure.
Yeah.
And
See,
also,
and that. Yeah.
here's context clues for you. Listen to what people say, okay? They talk about, oh, Laura's getting drunk on a Saturday night and she's going to go nuts. Girls, you can look at my Twitter line. I have never gone nuts. And by the way, I haven't drank since I had Lillee, by the way. Okay. And by the way, I never was an alcoholic. I was just somebody who had a glass of wine every once in a while. So when you listen to the context clues, that tells me she's drinking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Of course. Usually, people. There's a lot of people in
Projection.
this community. Yes, projection. Like I'm not. I'm not going to go on a tangent and start naming names and stuff. But unfortunately, like that's like if someone calls you, I can't even think of an example right now, selfish, and you're
Right.
probably the least selfish person on this planet, and then, it's really that person who's selfish.
Yeah. I actually am a very easygoing person. People don't believe that. They think I'm like this animal, but I am not like that. I actually give people 3 million chances until they crap on me so much that when I snap, you're done. She snapped me.
You guys are going to hear some noise. I apologize. My
No, it's fine.
husband just got home with my
You're good.
son. They went going on a bear hunt.
Ooh. Oh my
Not
God,
an
that's so
actual bear
sweet.
hunt, so you guys know.
Aw,
Just the song.
little cuties.
Hi, baby.
Oh my God, how
But
cute.
yeah, Amzi,
Always said
is
that
there
about
any?
most of
I
the
think.
creators that have made, the claims that Lillee is buying followers, and like with Prime Inc. and Creepshow, like you look at their social blades, like Defanga pointed out, and they appear to be buying.
Oh wait, I do want to say something about Creepshow. She told her followers that we tried to get her put in jail. Put in jail for what? For making a video?
Twitter jail. Maybe
I mean,
that's
it's so fucking stupid. It's not even funny. Then she told people that we got her Twitter suspended. No, she got a Twitter timeout for 4 or 5 hours. Okay. And I want to address one other thing. Lauren Elise, we did not get her account
Yeah.
suspended. Okay. It's almost near impossible to do that unless you're mass reporting all the time. I think that Lauren might have had a couple of violations, which she didn't pay attention to. And she fights with people all the time on Twitter. And probably somebody put in a claim and bada bing. They took her off and she blamed us because we're the last people she was fighting with. And because she probably knows somebody at BuzzFeed, she got herself put back up.
Oh yeah, that's usually how it always goes, though. Like that's like with some drama going on right now. Any person who dislikes something or has something critical to say, or sorry, not critical, a criticism to say,
Yeah.
it's automatically me and Ames, or it's even with Steve and Cheshire stuff. Oh, that's got to be Chesh. That's got to be Steve. Like,
I know.
and speaking of Steve, sorry for the noise. I would like to give him a shout out. I've posted his link a few times in here, guys. But if you guys want to watch the original video that is on Steve, I believe it's on Steve McRae's channel. I'm gonna post his link in the comment section. Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy. Sorry, I'm reading.
Oh, I want to say one other thing, guys, that's really bothering me.
Oh yeah.
There's a kid named Sonia. She's pregnant. She's about to have a baby. Sonia is a very volatile young woman. Okay. I never told Sonia I'm calling CPS on her unborn son. What I said to Sonia was, and you can see it on Twitter, I said, if you don't stop and get a hold of your life after you have your child, somebody might call CPS on you because you stay on Twitter all day fighting with people. They're going to wonder who's taking care of your kid. That's what I said. And I stand by that statement.
Of course.
I never said
what?
I'm calling it on
Honestly,
unborn son. But she keeps
no,
telling
of course
everybody,
not.
she keeps telling everybody the same stupid story. I never said that.
And actually, it's funny you bring that up. It's funny that you bring that up. They you cannot call CPS if you call CPS on someone that's pregnant, and I know this very well. All they will tell you is, unfortunately, there is nothing we can do until the child is born.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many junkies giving birth to withdrawing babies, and because these children aren't protected while they're in the belly, unfortunately. And also, I know for a fact that people do call CPS on you when you're being irrational online. Anyone can see you and find some piece of information out and call CPS. Just because Laur gave that woman a piece of advice doesn't mean that's what she meant she was going to do. Like, these people take anything and twist the shit out of it, you know?
Listen, if I was going to do that, I would say to her straight out, I'm going to do this. I didn't say that though. I said somebody might. And that's a fact. Somebody might. She's very volatile. And she also, by the way, said if she wasn't pregnant, she would hit Lillee. Okay? And
Oh my
that is
goodness,
in my
that's
police
terrible.
report because that is irrational and we actually know her name because she gave it to us. I didn't dox
Yeah.
her. She gave it to
And
us. Just like another
no.
woman gave us her name, her address, and a phone number, then falsified the police report. I didn't dox her. She put it online, the dumb fuck. And then she put her license plate
Yeah.
online.
Well, yeah, and like with the doxing thing, a lot of these people, like in BFFD's camp, don't even know what doxing is.
No.
Like Cheshire was doxed by Katie, but because it was Cheshire, oh, she wasn't really doxed. But if you do the same thing to Demi or the same thing to BFFDs, even if you just put their public email online, they will go, well, she doxed me. She doxed me. How dare they?
By the way, DeFango did not
Yeah,
dox
Bobby?
Creep Show. Okay? Creep Show's email
Oh,
is
no.
online. Is she not a
Yeah,
business?
exactly. Yeah, and her name was on her Patreon, I believe, at one point.
Yes, is she not a business? If she's a business, then she is not doxed. It's on there. She's making money off YouTube, so I mean, I'm sorry, she's a business. She should be claiming taxes. I would hope she is. Or is she?
Yeah,
I mean, don't fuck with me
I was
because let me tell
thinking,
you something. The IRS and the post office are the worst places you want to fuck with.
oh no, for sure. Like you have to report everything, like especially if you're making money online.
I know I do. To the penny. To the penny.
Yeah. Sorry, I know we got a little off our schedule or whichever, but it's all right. Honestly, I want you to be able to get everything out, and because unfortunately there's a lot of people believing BFFD's narrative and not fact checking and not going and looking for yourself. If you listen to someone blindly, you are the biggest fool on this planet. You
Yeah.
really need to go and research all this for yourself. DM Laur, DM Lillee. They're not monsters. They're
No, I'll
wonderful,
talk to anybody.
wonderful people.
Honestly, I
And yeah,
don't know if
and
I'm wonderful or not. Lily is, but I'll talk to anybody. I will give anybody any answer they want to ask me. I got nothing to hide.
yeah, no, exactly. Actually, I just want to take this time for a sec. Is there anyone in the comments that have any questions they want to get out? I don't have a lot more time. Like I have about 15 more minutes because I got to start cooking supper. But yeah,
I'm ready. Where's dinner?
or
Oh, Mariana, we love you
yeah,
too. I got to tell you guys, Mariana is tired lady, and she is so amazing. And she's been doing her content
Aw.
creation the last couple of months, and we couldn't survive without Mariana. She's done like everything for us.
Oh, does she have a channel?
Yes, Mariana, you should put your channel up because you're amazing, and I want people to
Yeah.
see your content.
Is her channel Tired Lady?
Yes.
Everyone click on her name and go subscribe to Tired Lady, as well as go sub to Chesh. Chesh recently just got monetized, I believe. I could be wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong, Chesh. But go sub to her. Cheshire does amazing art.
Yeah,
Like,
I need a
and
goblin
it's
picture, Josh.
actually it's actually interesting to watch. And
She's
it's
so
actual
good.
art.
She's amazing.
Yeah, like I didn't know the exact definition of dog shit. Right, Kiki?
I don't know, guys. What do you think? How do we stop this woman from doing this? Because it's going to be a couple of months before I can legally do anything. I got to be honest with you. It's a long process.
Honestly, that's the catch-22 right there. What type of advice would you give, Amesy, to Laur, to Lillee, and to everyone listening?
Um,
Oh, I can't wait, Shush. It's going to be fun.
I'd say what you've been doing, you know, crusading and crusading, crusading, but at a point, just ignoring her, and not even just working on Lily's success, even though she's making it hard. Like, just keep shoving it in her face. Like Lillee putting up content almost every day is enough to. I think that's what's fueling her hate, because she's not getting what she wants. And I hope that eventually, you know, Lily's a lot younger than her, so hopefully eventually she'll just tire out before Lillee does.
Hey, Kiki, I tried to mediate with BFFDs for the last 9 months. She's just somebody you can't reason with. I've even had people who know her try to talk to her. She lies. She tells you she's going to do this and then she does that. She wants this conflict.
Yeah, Kiki, it's really unfortunate. Like, I'm sure if you speak with, you know, either Laura or Lillee, they can give you the whole breakdown of how
Oh,
long
hell
this has
yeah.
been going
I'm
on
happy to
and
talk to
what they
anybody.
have done. Yeah, what they have done to try to stop this insane, obsessed woman. And I hate using the word obsessed because I don't know, but I really feel like it's fitting. Just, you know, they've tried, Kiki.
Oh,
They
Kiki,
have,
I
you
do want to
know.
tell you this. I'm tired lady. I want to tell you this too. I went in talking to this lady on Skype. I knew that Diane was her, by the way. She may think she's a great detective, but no, I knew it was her. As soon as I got on Skype, she started screaming at me. I couldn't get a word in. She was
Oh,
screaming like a mad woman, and she was calling me a fucking idiot. Finally, I could get one word in, and I said, you know what? Dees, you're done. You do not have the right to talk to me that way. And that was it. So anybody mediating will not be able to mediate. She's an animal.
yeah. Like Kayla just said, Laura, tell Lillee to keep smiling, keep posting content. And when she stops posting content and loses her smile, then her bullies win.
Oh, yeah. No, Lillee told me
I agree.
that there are times Lillee says she has a moment where she's like, Mom, I'm done. But then she looks at me like 10 minutes later with that big blue eye and she goes, you know what? I'm going upstairs to record, and that's it. It's like, no, they're
Yep.
not going to pull Lillee off what she enjoys.
Yep.
And having you
No,
guys behind us means the world, by the way.
And I think it was
honestly,
Chapatis recently that said, like, if you, as a creator, like, if you're tired, like, take a break. Like, YouTube will wait. YouTube will be here. Like, you'll,
Actually, not when you're starting out, though. You've
yeah,
got to
you know,
keep it
take like a day or
pumping.
two. Like, I
Lillee
take a
is
day or
not.
two sometimes.
yeah.
We're not James
But you can't
Charles.
take a month off. No.
We're not even Gabriel Zamora. You know what I mean? It's like we don't have
Oh,
standing. We
God,
can't take a break.
Yeah, but
that's
at one point, no, I feel like that's not. Don't take a break. Honestly, that's probably the worst thing you can do.
Exactly.
If you're gonna take a break, if you're gonna take a break from anything, take a break from the comments.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah, yeah,
at this time
definitely.
until it dies down, but do not stop.
Yeah.
Do
It's
not.
only going to die down
I
and
would
when I
hate to.
get to know
Yeah,
who she is.
Unless
When
it
it,
is
when it
a
dies down is when she gets a call from the feds or she gets a letter from the feds to show up at court. That's really how it's
yeah,
going to end up.
yeah.
yeah.
And
And
even
Te- Cheshire said that 10 years from now this is going to be a crazy story, and I
Yeah.
agree. 10 years from now when Lillee is actually making the big bucks, and she is like the top beauty influencer, like
right.
she's gonna be laughing. Honestly, I hate to say it because I hate it when older people said this to me, but she is gonna look back at this and laugh.
Oh, I think
I
she is.
honestly feel like she's gonna look back at it and laugh.
I told her that too. I said, when you get to the point where everything's good, you're going to say to yourself, you know what, Mom, it was worth it because I met a lot of good people along the way and it's okay. It just made her tougher. It's not okay now because I see the sadness in her eyes and that makes me really upset.
Oh, of course it would. That's your daughter.
Kayla, I take care of her. I make her give me her phone every night now so she doesn't see the hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
wish
just
the
wanted to
public would
say
turn on her.
yeah, before we let you go, I would like to, make a plea. I know it's probably not going to go nowhere and I'm going to get clipped and laughed at, but, the BFFDs, Diane, whoever you are, whatever you are, enough is enough. And, at this point, it stopped being funny when it began. And, this needs to stop. Hashtag leave Lillee alone.
Oh, I like that.
Move on with your life. Start
Don't tempt me to start
sewing.
using that.
Get a hobby.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, we should. Everyone should tweet. I can't because I got cancel cultured on Twitter, but everyone tweet out, leave
You
Lillee
got
alone. I got hacked hardcore. If anyone wants to reach out to me, my Instagram's open. If you want to reach out to Laur, she is on Twitter,
absolutely.
she's on Instagram and Facebook, as well as Amesy.
Yeah, we talk
And
to all you guys.
yeah, and I would love nothing more than for Lillee to just continue being herself,
Aww.
because that is what people fell in love with, and they'll
Yes.
continue to fall in love with her. These people are just scuff marks on her shoes. So, with that, if there's anything else quickly you want to add before we head out, both
No,
of you
I mean,
give
you
her.
guys covered it. I like the hashtag. The two hashtags are great.
Yes. I want to start using
But
that.
honestly, if you guys,
100%.
any of you here want to ask me anything, honestly, feel free to DM me, email me. I will answer anybody. I don't mind. I got nothing to hide.
Awesome. Well, that's all I have, ladies.
I had so much fun, Britt and Amsey. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. I'm so glad. Tell Lillee we said hi.
I will, and it meant the world for you to give us a voice here today.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
Yeah, honestly, no problem. If you guys want to, hear more about this, like Cheshire said, they will be covering this on Thursday for another time of the month. It's that time again. It's that time of the month again. So, yeah, with that, enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's beautiful here. So, yeah, have a good day, guys. I'm going to.
Thank you, sweeties.
Link. Laura, are
Yeah.
you able to give a link in private chat quick? Or you can put it in regular chat if you want,
Yeah, what do you need?
to how to contact you.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it right
So
now.
if people want to,
I'm going to put it in private because I can't seem to write in live comments. So I'm going to give it to you guys right now.
okay, that's fine. Oh, Amsey left. Bye, Ams. Thank you. Thank you for everything. You're amazing help.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good day, Laura. Drop that in chat in private and I'll drop it in. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to sign off. Have a great weekend. Thank you for all the support. I know Lillee will appreciate it. And I just hope this hasn't fallen on deaf ears, and keep living your life. Have a good day, guys. Bye.